Thank you for listening to Lone Star Community Radio. This program was broadcasted and recorded live from the LSCR studios in downtown Conroe, Texas. Lone Star Community Radio is supported by listeners like you. Donate and sponsor today. For more information on getting involved with Lone Star Community Radio, contact us at lscrstudios@gmail.com or visit us online at www.irlonestar.com.
Buenos días, buenas tardes, buenas noches, donde quiera que usted esté. Nuevamente Jenny Rosales con Voces en Acción, su anfitriona, tratando de traerles la información alrededor de los Estados Unidos, Texas, todo lo que es el área norte del área de Texas, el área de Montgomery y la ciudad de Conroe. Como siempre, agradecida por la sintonía suya, tanto en el dial de 104.5 y en el 106.1 FM, mediante Lone Star Community Radio, que son los que están patrocinándonos y poniéndolos al aire. Les damos las gracias a ellos. Quiero tomar la oportunidad para darles gracias a First Financial Bank, que es nuestro patrocinador de siempre y como siempre desde 1989 hasta la fecha, 1989 hasta la fecha han estado trabajando constantemente con nosotros para participar de nuestras finanzas, ayudándonos a guiarnos y ayudándonos a promover el sentido de educación financiera saludable. Cualquier pregunta que usted tiene, 936-439-1800, 936-439-1800. Acuérdense que First Financial Bank está al alcance de sus sueños. Thank you so much. Good afternoon, good day, wherever you are. Jenny Rosales with Voces en Acción. Here, your host, as usual, and thanking you for being part of us on 104.5 and 106.1 with, of course, the help and assistance of Lone Star Community Radio or producers on the radio that is giving me out my work towards the community for the last almost 3 years. At this point, I would like to thank them and as well. Thank you, First Financial Bank, for being a sponsor with us, and they're always at the service of the community since 1900. At this point, they are being part of the community, guiding us through the healthy education of our finances, making sure that we are able to understand from what is opening a checking account to what is the purpose of getting a loan for houses. If you need to get a hold of them, it's 936-439-1800, 936-439-1800. You can talk to Miss Susie Woods. She's one of the VP for Finance, and she will be able to assist you in anything that you need her. Again, First Financial Bank is at the reach for your dreams. So whatever you need to do, just contact them. Today, I have to say, it's been a long week. A long week and a blessed one. I am blessed. I was able to do things that I was supposed to do, but I did them. But I was able to contribute a little bit to the the learning experience of working in the presidential and the race by being a judge. And like I said, first one, Lone Star Community Radio and Voces in Acción, we are not per se affiliated with no parties, and we are not here to give you advice who to vote for, who not to vote for. But as a citizen, I was able to, Jenny Rosales was able to work as a precinct judge, and it was such an amazing experience again. And I have to say this because as an outcomer coming from another country where there's no type of legal process the way it's set up in the United States, I'm blessed to see that this was running smoothly. It was great, and the outcome was according to those that they wanted to be happy. Some of them, they're not happy, but somebody has to lose, somebody has to win. It's part of the election. But the good thing is that for the first time, I'm able to say that the community, the whole United States, was able to, in a one ordeal, but of course mess, were able to go in and vote. You guys did it. I've been begging you all this time. Go and vote. Go educate yourself. Education, that is part of education. It's the right. It's part of the Constitution of 1776. I've been telling you, you guys need to do it, and you guys did it, and I'm so proud to be an American. That's the only thing I can say. I'm pretty sure that you guys can be with me on that, and we're happy about it. It's a bright day in the eyes of God. Um, Today I have the pleasure and the honor of having somebody that called my attention when I was in a meeting. Her name is Kim Salser, and she's the founder and the marketing director of her own marketing company. Is Emerge Marketing, and she's gonna be talking to us about marketing 101. And I have to say marketing 101, believe me, because my community, they have no clue what is marketing. So I have to start with little, and I'm not going to say not all of them, but, some of them they need to know from zero how to do marketing, how to cater themselves, how to sell themselves, correctly. So those things we're going to be talking with her. Gracias por estar, como le digo, con nosotros. Tuve la oportunidad esta semana de participar en las elecciones como juez de precinto. Estoy súper cansada, pero al mismo tiempo con mucho conocimiento del proceso legal de los Estados Unidos y orgullosa de ser ciudadana americana, orgullosa de pertenecer a este país, donde la gente va, aunque sea en montones, a pararse, a votar y hacer un proceso correcto, un proceso que es chequeado y balanceado, un proceso donde ya podemos decir que robarse las elecciones este año no podemos decir que pasó, porque realmente pasó lo que tenía que pasar. El pueblo habló, la gente gritó lo que pensaban decir y fueron a votar. Las votaciones fueron cansosas, horas y horas, hay líneas y líneas de personas, pero al final se dio el outcome que se quería decir. Ahora, como siempre se lo he dicho, Nuestro Community Radio y lo mismo Voces en Acción, nosotros no estamos aquí ni estamos afiliados con ningún tipo de partido político, y para nosotros es educacional. Parte de la educación de nosotros es darle a usted la información para que usted se eduque y dé a conocer los temas que son principales y que nos afectan a nivel de los Estados Unidos, y esta era una de esos. Así que vamos a comenzar una temporada nueva y vamos a seguir adelante. Hoy tengo la oportunidad de estar con nosotros, de traer a una marketing gurú, que le digo yo que es un marketing gurú porque ella tiene mucha experiencia en el ramal de mercadeo, para aquellas personas que están comenzando sus propios pequeños negocios, como las personas que ya tienen negocios formados y que quieren darle un uplift, un nuevo look a su negocio. La señora Kim Salser, ella es la dueña, fundadora y es la directora de marketing, Emerge Marketing, se llama la compañía, en el área norte de aquí de Houston, y ella se encarga de dar, no solamente ayudarla a construir de scratch su legado, lo que usted quiera hacer, como lo quiera hacer, sino al mismo tiempo ella se encarga de educar a las demás personas para que puedan hacer las cosas correctamente. Thank you, Kim, for being with us. And by the way, your gray hair is amazing. I just love it.
Me too. I love that I don't have to go every 3 weeks to get it colored.
Kim, as Hispanics, we tend to be noisy. We want to know who you are, if you're kids, if you're married, all the stuff before we can even start conversation. Drinking a cup of coffee, in ourselves drinking something different is, but it's like a nice conversation to make sure to break the ice so they can know who you are.
Yes.
And at the same time, know that you are a woman with all of us, like us, and with struggles and with things where you were able to make your own company, you were able to do everything from scratch, and you're here to assist the community.
Absolutely.
So that's what we want to know.
Yes.
Thank you for being in the show.
Thank you for having me, Jenny.
Let us start.
Okay.
Who is Kim?
My name is Kim Laurence Salser. I do own Emerge Marketing Consultants here in the Houston area. I like to cover all of Houston and plus some. And like many people, I did not have the drive to start my own business in my youth. So like we'll say in my 20s. I think it took a very tumultuous first marriage that left me broken in pieces and had to build myself back up to realize that I wanted to be my own boss.
That's so cool. Ella, como dice él, no, ella comenzó como todos comenzamos, básicamente. Dice que cuando estaba joven no se podía pensar lo que podía hacer, pero dice que ella comenzó su trabajo para hacer su propio negocio. Pero al principio, en su temprana edad, después de haber tenido un divorcio y una relación mala, eso la dejó en pedazos y ella comenzó a recoger esos pedazos y construir completamente una organización como la que tiene hoy día de mercadeo. I did the same thing, so don't worry. We both went through the same thing.
Very similar things, really.
You have story back then. And especially when you're 20-something, you feel that you own the world and you don't own the world. You don't know nothing.
You know nothing.
Exactly. I keep telling my mom, I wish I could have the experience I have with the ages that I needed
Exactly.
before.
I think many people actually say that.
Kim, what is marketing? Voy a comenzar con qué significa mercadeo y vamos a comenzar de cero con nosotros para comenzar a entender lo que significa el mercadeo.
So basically, once you have chosen to move past the fear and start your own business, because it takes a lot of bravery to begin there, marketing really comes into play. Unfortunately, it's something that a lot of people forget about or leave until the last minute to kind of like come back in and do it, but it's something you really need to use and sustain throughout your business. It is basically how people are going to get to know who you are and what your business represents.
Okay. Dice que mercadeo es básicamente lo que te forma. Si tú tienes ya tu negocio comenzado y formado, automáticamente aquí es donde te agarra la experiencia y te ayudan para poder darte a conocer mediante el mercadeo. Entonces, usualmente las personas comienzan a hacer el mercadeo después de haber creado el negocio más adelante, porque piensan, bueno, no lo puedo hacer ahora, lo tengo que hacer más adelante. Pero ella dice que deberías de comenzar de tener mercadeo desde el principio, ya que tengas tu propio, vamos a decir, tu propia identificación. En inglés sería tu propio brand. Tu propio brand, ya lo creaste. El mercadeo te ayuda a explotar eso para que te deje conocer. Marketing is done by means of ways. Can you tell me the different type of ways that we use
so there's
marketing?
two different types of marketing most people look at these days. You have your traditional marketing, which is print ads, TV, radio, billboards, along those lines. And now we've moved into the digital marketing realm, which is what I focus on specifically, where you're dealing more with social media, digital ads on websites, having your own website, having ads on your website in other locations. And it also involves just including all the aspects of the digital world that we live in now, and all that is involved there.
Okay, hay dos diferentes aspectos del mercadeo. El primero usual es el papel, o sea, mediante flyers, comunicación, mediante periódicos, mediante publicaciones, mediante todo lo que significa la parte básica de empresa. Ahora, dice, esa es la primera parte y también lo pueden hacer mediante la radio, televisión, etcétera, etcétera. Ahora, la segunda parte sería la parte digital a nivel mundial, que es donde ella está especializada, que es cuando ella agarra tu negocio y lo pone con comerciales digitales, tanto como tu website, o sea, tu página en el internet, publicar en diferentes plataformas tus proyectos, etcétera, etcétera. Eso ya es digital y eso es lo que ella más se especializa. Okay, Kim, somebody like me that is needing, for example, to express myself more, like I want to branch out, not only doing the radio, TV, whatever.
Right.
What else can I do?
So I like to focus, I call it the digital marketing trifecta.
Okay.
Which is basically you have your website, you're focused on social media marketing to build your brand and to connect with your ideal clients. And then you also have email marketing. So once you get those people in through social media, you can nurture them through different sequences with email to continue to promote and connect with them until it's time for them to.
So basically having a connection to digital by the media and then email marketing.
Yeah, so we do the social media, we get them to your website, we get their email addresses, and then we nurture them through emails.
Les pregunto que una persona como yo que ya está realmente en el ámbito, ¿qué es lo que puede hacer para extender esto? Me dice que básicamente ella le llama el el efecto triple. Efecto triple es donde agarra y lo que hace es que ya teniendo una página de internet se conecta la página de internet con la parte digital, aspecto de ¿cómo se llama? De propaganda, y al mismo tiempo se consigue todo lo que son los usuarios mediante la integración de correos electrónicos, los cuales constantemente mandarían a las personas que se registran a mi página la información directa para que usted se mantenga al día de los aspectos del programa, o sea, de los aspectos de lo que la compañía está haciendo. Wow, that's a lot of work.
It is a lot of work. That's why people hire me.
What are the things that people come to you and say, well, I don't know what to do. I'm just lost.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do. I don't have money. What? So somebody that has no money, no funds.
Yeah, starting from scratch.
Zero,
Yeah.
what that person needs to do in order for them to just go to a little bit of level to be able to do the whole aspects.
So I don't want people to just jump off and go into social media. I really want people to focus on who their audience is, who they're really trying to connect with, because that'll help which platforms you're going to be on. So it's all about your ideal client, your ideal audience. Because if your ideal audience is someone maybe, and I will say over 70, you don't want to be promoting yourself on TikTok, right? They're not going to be there.
Exactly.
So it's really important to create your ideal client. They call them your avatar, or describe your ideal client that way to start. And from there, you can decide. It's cheap. You rent space. We don't own space on social media, but we rent space. So you can choose a media platform that's going to work for your ideal clients. And the first thing you need to do is grab your handle, so your name of your business, on the social media platforms you want to participate in.
Okay. Le pregunto, ¿qué es lo principal que tiene que hacer uno para comenzar? Cuando venimos de negocios donde no sabemos ni siquiera dónde vamos a sacar la plata para un mercadeo, porque es demasiado caro en estos tiempos. Me dice, mira, lo que la persona tiene que enfocarse primero es la audiencia. ¿A qué tipo de audiencia tú quieres llegar? Por lo menos las personas que están trabajando en construcción van a llegar a qué tipo de audiencia. A todas las personas que están en casas, en negocios, personas que tienen edificios. Pues, me explico, tienen que buscar el ámbito donde están trabajando. Una persona que quiera hacer cabello tiene que buscar el ámbito de las personas, no importa la edad, pero abrirse para decir, ven acá, yo arreglo cabello. Una persona que limpia casas tiene que buscar cómo hacerle mercadeo mediante las diferentes personas, mediante casas y publicidad sobre los servicios que usted provee para las casas. Pero tiene que buscar primero que todo la clientela mediante la edad. Por ejemplo, ella dice que si una persona trabaja, das un servicio para personas adultas y mayores de edad de 70, tú no puedes agarrar y ponerte en plataformas como TikTok, porque realmente las personas de mayores de 70 años no conocen TikTok, así que no vas a conseguirlas. Okay. Esa persona tiene que buscar una plataforma o un lugar específico para las personas de 70 años que acuden a esos lugares, para que esa persona pueda vender su producto o su servicio ahí en esa plataforma, en ese aspecto perfecto de la edad donde la persona tiene, o sea, con la cual el servicio sea relacionado. My question is this one. Okay, in my experience, of course, thanks a lot, I was able to do my platform. I did everything before because I was able to create my brand and do everything.
Fabulous.
And I had the aspect, but if the person is telling me, well, Jenny, how do you create your name? How do you get a catchy name? Is there any specific colors that I should use?
Oh, so you're talking about their actual branding?
The actual now branding. I want to brand myself, and I want it to be called whatever it is,
Yes.
But I wanted to make sure what colors call the attention more and the eyes of the buyer or the person. What are the most specific words that you should do, or should I go bunch of words or just couple little names or things like that? What is it? Those are the techniques that I never taught us. Nobody told us about that.
Okay.
And those are things that people I did study this, and I know you study this, but not everybody knows that the shorter the name, the catchier is the phrase. That we need to go certain on call my mom say nicknames. You know, when people, when you have a name, my mom didn't like us, none of her daughters, she usually put her name because she, you know, if I put the long name on it, they're going to call her this. For example,
Right.
in my name is Jenny. My name is not Jennifer. My mom said, I didn't put in your birth certificate Jennifer because they're going to end up calling you Jenny. Okay?
There you go.
So that's what my mom did. And it was pretty cool about that. You know what I mean? So, but there's going to that point. So it could be like, woof, you know, what is it that, how can we summarize that? How can we tell them?
So when it comes to your branding and deciding on a name for your business, that's going to come down to personal preference for the most part. You want something that's going to stir some type of emotion or make someone connect that name with what you do. So it really comes down to what you're trying to convey with your business. And when it comes to deciding colors, again, it's more personal preference. If you are a fiery, fun, get out and get 'em person, you might go with reds and oranges and all such amazing colors. If you want to instill trust and calm and strength, you might be looking more at blues and greens. There is color theory behind it.
Okay.
But again, it comes down to what are your values of your business? What are you going to represent? What you're trying to put out there. So it really comes down to what you're trying to convey with the name of your business, with the colors of your business. So when people see your logo, see those colors, they get an idea of what you're there to do. So for me, mine is a sun coming up out of the water. It's emerging. Just as my tagline is, I raise your business above the digital noise to emerge into view. So the sun coming up over the water's imagery used to show that I'm bringing someone up and out so people can see them.
Ok, le pregunté qué eran los puntos claves para comenzar a conseguir un nombre. Si usted no está familiarizado cómo hacerlo o qué es lo que usted tiene que hacer para poder grabarse de que el nombre o el que usted le pone a su negocio es su identidad y qué tipos de colores usted pone para poner los logos, qué tipo de logo usted tiene que utilizar. Ella me dice que dependiendo del negocio que usted tiene y del tipo de expresión que usted quiera dar, hay muchas personas, por lo menos, que les gusta llamar la atención. Así que ellos utilizan mucho los rojos, los colores de oro, los negros. O sea, llaman la atención mediante esas cosas profundas, ¿ok? Hay personas que utilizan colores muy sutiles que realmente dan paz y tranquilidad al hablar o a comunicarse. Esas personas utilizan otro tipo de color de acuerdo con lo que ellos estén vendiendo. Entonces usted tiene que sentarse y analizar qué tipo de trabajo usted quiere que se le relacione ese logo, ese nombre, que cuando la persona lo vea diga, esto es de esto y se relaciona al servicio que usted da. Por ejemplo, si usted está haciendo un logo de una cama porque usted da servicios para cuidado de ancianos, por ejemplo, usted puede poner una camita, un ancianito o un bastón, dando a entender de que eso es lo que usted provee y automáticamente la gente va a ver por el bastón, van a ver la cama, van a decir, ella provee servicios de enfermería para adultos. O sea, ya sabemos porque llama la atención, pero usted tiene que buscar esas cosas que especifican el servicio, y el nombre, que sea un nombre clave para que sea fácil de recordar, que sea en el emblema que usted desea. Ella dice que en el logo de ella, si usted lo ve en internet, es un sol que emerge. Eso es lo que puso, porque realmente eso es lo que ella quiere. Ella quiere ayudar a las personas a emerger en su negocio, a subir. Y se pone el sol y dice emerge y sale usted ve que está saliendo el sol del agua, porque tiene los waves del agua. El sol está saliendo, ¿ok? No está, eso es lo que ella lo que utilizó para su negocio. Cada uno de nosotros tenemos una idea y tenemos que plasmarla antes de comenzar algo. The other thing, no matter how young you are or how old you are, am I right? Do you have clients that are 80-something years old or no?
I have all ages. It's
Really?
Amazing. There's always a good time to start. Always a good time. Doesn't matter your age.
No importa la edad que usted tenga. Porque yo le he visto muchachos jovencitos que están trabajando también y que tienen sus propios negocios. no importa la edad que usted tenga, dice que se ve todo, eso es cualquier edad, uno puede comenzar su propio negocio. So, we're going to talk about what is it that how do you help a person when they come to you? What are the first things that you need from them, and how you guide them through? I'm going to just take a break first, and then we'll come back. Is that okay?
Sounds great.
Vamos a tomar un break y venimos unos minutos. Vamos a comenzar ahora paso por paso a guiarlo, cómo ella le puede ayudar, y cuando usted va donde ella, qué es lo que ella lo primero que ella hace para poder estudiar lo que usted necesita. De unos minutos y vengo con usted. Gracias. Hey, this is Jenny from Voces in Accion. We're going to talk about one of our sponsors, First Financial Bank. Are you ready to make your dreams come true in home ownership? The new affordable mortgage program at First Financial Bank can be a great option for you and your family. We're here to help you. Call 936-439-1800. Again, 936-439-1800, and discover how can we assist you. The American dream is at your reach at First Financial Bank. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. Hola, les habla Jenny de Voces en Acción, y hoy vamos a hablar sobre uno de nuestros patrocinadores, First Financial Bank. ¿Listo para hacer realidad su sueño de comprar su propio hogar? El nuevo programa hipotecario de vivienda accesible de First Financial Bank puede ser una opción excelente para usted y su familia. Están a sus órdenes llamando al 936-439-1800. Nuevamente, el número es 936-439-1800. Y descubra cómo le pueden asistir. El sueño americano está a su alcance en First Financial Bank. Prestamista de vivienda equitativa, miembro FIDC. Gracias nuevamente por estar con nosotros, Jenny Rosales, nuevamente aquí su host de Voces en Acción. Y estamos hablando con la señora Kim Salser de Emerge Marketing Consultants. Ella vino a darnos un poco de sapiencia con lo que significa el trabajo de mercadeo, que es tan difícil para muchos de nosotros porque no sabemos qué es lo que estamos haciendo y cómo podernos organizar para conseguir un suceso. Salir, o sea, que si usted vende platos, que sea la que más le compren platos. ¿Me explico? I'm letting her know basically that, thank you so much for being with us back again. Voces en Acción is here to bring you the latest information, like I said before. And then I got, of course, Miss Kim Salser, and she's over here to guide us. So, and I just said it in Spanish, to emerge out of the everybody can sell plates, okay? But you want to be the best seller of plates, and you want to, she sells the best. Why? Because she has the best marketing. Am I right? And that's what we want to do. So marketing calls attention to that. And people think that investing in marketing is a waste of money, and it's not. Emerging, it's like whenever you go out, and if you don't put makeup on, like I usually don't wear that much, people are gonna, if you're used to put makeup all the time, and one day you just go out and you don't people are gonna be like, what happened to you? Because you didn't wear makeup that day. Am I right? But whenever you wear the makeup, people already know she's always makeup or whatever. That's your brand. You are always makeup, and people know you that way. So if you erase out of it something, people are gonna start questioning. So we want to become out of the pile the best. Whether you sell cookies, whether you sell orange juice, coffee, whatever it is that you do, you want them to taste your product. You want them to use your services in a way in a quality way of showing, in a decent way of selling yourself, and in a way that you're able to get your economy up. Am I right or wrong?
All right. You want to make sure that you can stand out from your competition and why people should choose you.
Exactly. And then people keep saying, somebody says, well, there's a bunch of people, for example, doing nails.
Yeah.
I said, yeah, but there's competitions on it, and there's always a piece of pie for everybody. So no matter what you do, there's always somebody that will do it better, your way, or worse. That's it. So you want to come out of the worst and being the better and the best, always. I know that you graduated from as an Aggie. You're an Aggie.
I am an Aggie. Whoop.
Oh, I love it. And then basically you are, it's so funny. It's just the way you started it. You started this in the pandemic?
I right after the
Right
pandemic,
after the
yes.
pandemic.
I had been working for a local paper doing advertising sales, and that's where I fell in love with working with small business owners. Their stories and how they got started just were so amazing, and I loved it, and I just wanted to help them more. When COVID hit, all my clients, I'd built a very large client base that they were struggling. They couldn't keep their doors open. They didn't know how to showcase that they were still open, or restaurants still had food to offer, or that the services were still available. And I was the shoulder they were crying on. And I was like, how can I help these folks? Because they meant the world to me. I've become friends with most of them. And when I started looking at their social media, I'm like, hey, this is the quickest way to let people know that you're open, what you got going on. For like the restaurants, they had to bring all the third-party delivery services in, boutiques that they were still selling items. I was like, let's look at your social media. Let's start posting regularly to show what you have going on. And slowly but surely, most everyone before the pandemic would probably Google something.
Exactly.
Okay. Once we got through the pandemic, more people than ever were on social media.
Exactly.
And they were looking to see what the businesses were about through social media first.
Exactly.
And this helped the people, these restaurants, these businesses, let the people know that they were open, that they were still offering their services, their food, their items. And I realized that I made a larger impact with
On
these
those people that you know. Ella trabajaba con una compañía de ventas y mercadeo, pero a raíz de la pandemia se dio cuenta de que hubieron muchos problemas con los pequeños negocios que estaban trabajando y que estaban tratando de vender sus productos, ya que todo estaba cerrado. Había problemas porque tenía restricciones en cuántas personas podían venir a tu restaurante, cuántas personas tú podías venderles, cuántos productos tú tenías, qué productos tú no tenías. Entonces ella comenzó a trabajar con esos pequeños negocio. Eso dice que eso es lo que más le ha gustado a ella, trabajar con los pequeños negociantes, porque ella se dedica a enseñarles cómo pueden llegar a los diferentes lugares y a llegar específicamente que sus productos para que las personas puedan comprar. Automáticamente en ese momento eran restaurantes, los cuales quizás necesitaban que las personas supieran que el restaurante estaba abierto, que a cierto horario de abertura, ciertos días, cuántas personas podían estar, cuántos pies entre cada mesa, todas esas cosas, porque era parte de lo que se necesitaba. Entonces eso fue lo que la comenzó a sobresalir en la parte de mercadeo que ella estaba haciendo. Y como dijo al principio, nosotros tenemos que sobresalir de lo que hacemos, sea que usted venda galletas, o sea que usted venda soda o café o lo que sea, lo que usted venda, usted quiere que ser el mejor vendedor. Entonces, la única manera mediante esto es cómo usted se publica. La gente usualmente piensa que al publicarse o al hacer mercadeo, está gastando dinero. No se está gastando el dinero, lo está invirtiendo en su propio negocio. Si usted abre un negocio, usted quiere invertir plata en el negocio para que el negocio y los profitos de su negocio rindan. Esa es la única manera, es mediante el mercadeo, mediante la publicidad, mediante el darse a conocer, no solamente a nivel de una ciudad, sino a nivel, si puede ser estatal, lo puede hacer. Si puede hacer en los Estados Unidos, también lo puede hacer. Y eso es parte de lo que estamos hablando ahorita mismo. Ella se graduó de Texas A&M, es graduada ya, una persona con su educación, que le digo, una persona que ha agarrado y ha cambiado todo el aspecto de su vida, porque con el divorcio y con todo, ha tenido que criar. You have 2 boys, am I right?
I actually have I have a son and my daughter. I have a daughter, and then I have my stepdaughter also.
Oh, so you're raising both of them. You were raising both of them by then.
All 3 children are being raised together.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
right
perfect.
now. Yeah.
Y ella tiene sus hijos, así que ella con esto ha educado, ha criado sus hijos durante este tiempo y le ha ido sucesivamente, le está yendo muy bien. Okay, what 5 things are the don'ts of marketing? Do not do.
Yeah. So don't not post or promote yourself. So you definitely need to be out promoting yourself. When make sure that your message is clear and concise.
Okay.
All right, you're asked for don'ts, and I'm giving you do's.
No, it's fine. Dice que le estoy preguntando cuáles son las cosas que no debemos hacer. Y lo primero que me dice es, no debemos de parar de anunciarnos, no debemos de parar de promovernos. Tenemos que continuar constantemente promoviéndonos para seguir creciendo. La otra cosa, cuando demos el mensaje, que no paremos de ser claros en la manera que hablamos. Siempre tenemos que ser claros en todo aspecto de comunicación que tengamos. Esa es la raíz más grande de la comunicación mediante mercadeo. Go ahead.
I would also say that when it comes to marketing, you should, I know you said don't, but you should make sure that you know who your ideal audience is. Because if you can't market to the masses, because then you're not talking to really anybody. You need to really focus your messaging so you're talking to the right people that want to come work with you or purchase from you.
Mm-hmm. Ok, dice que usualmente las personas no lo hacen, pero cuando usted tiene un negocio, asegúrese que usted sepa a qué audiencia usted quiere llegarle, quiénes son sus mejores compradores. Esa es el target audience, la audiencia la audiencia elegida o segregada. Es una audiencia segregada donde usted sabe que ahí van a salir los mejores compradores suyos. Porque si no lo hacemos, automáticamente está vendiéndole, no va a llegar a todo el mundo y va a llegar a personas erróneas y no va a llegar, su mercadeo no va a ser exacto. Esa es la parte más grande. Aunque ya anteriormente se lo he dicho, el tener que tener su propia audiencia para poder promover su negocio. And then?
Again, amazing. Don't just post whatever. Have a plan.
Ok, tenga un plan. Cuando esté posteando su información en línea, asegúrese de escribir y tener un plan de lo que usted va a poner en la línea. So just don't start typing because of typing.
Yeah, they're like, typos, that's cool, everything. Let's go. Throwing whatever up. You really want to be able to, especially with digital marketing, is to tell a story as you're posting. So you have a plan in place of what you're trying to accomplish and what you're trying to do, and you're incorporating your goals in there. If you have specials coming up or certain holidays that you need to be performing on, those are incorporated into your flow of your story.
Recuerden que no solamente las personas que estamos vendiendo o estamos dando servicios, también hay personas que son cantantes, que son doctores. Lo que usted no va a agarrar y se va a sentar y tirar todo al aire en la parte digital. Usted tiene que saber lo que se está poniendo digitalmente, no solamente sino porque hay errores gramaticales, sobre todo en español, y lo he visto mucho en Facebook. I have to say this, please. I've seen this in Facebook all the time. Todo el tiempo lo veo en Facebook. Las personas cuando escriben en Facebook, escriben cortando palabras, añadiendo puntos. O sea, si usted va a hablar en español, escriba correctamente en español, por favor, en Facebook. Se lo pido de corazón. Porque se ve bien feo, horrible, que una persona que está tratando de vender su negocio esté escribiendo el español con errores gramaticales. Eso va también, and I'm going to say it in English.
Okay, good.
If you're having to post things in English, please make sure your English grammar is correct, especially if you're writing in regards to your business. Make sure if you're a small business owner, whether you serve cakes or post, or sell online clothes or whatever, make sure your web page or your Facebook account or your Instagram account has the right spelling. And when you talk to customers, do not quote or just TFY or whatever it is that they used to do all the kids now, where they abbreviate the name or the word. No, that's not tactical when you're selling. It doesn't look right for the person that is going to buy from you. Because if I'm reading that you don't know how to write, what makes me think that your product is going to be okay? Am I right?
In a way, yes, because if you're using slang,
exactly.
If you're using slang, it best be geared towards the people that use
the slang. Exactly.
If you're trying to reach a whole different demographic, the slang's not going to work.
Exactly. Si usted va, In Spanish, it's different. I'm talking in English. You guys do slangs, and then they cater for people that use slang.
Yeah, the kids use all the abbreviations.
The abbreviation, you know, when you say y'all, you know, everybody in Texas on the South, they use y'all.
Exactly.
But in the North, you're not gonna talk to a New Yorker, and you know, somebody lives in New York.
Although they do like y'all.
They love it.
They do. I have lots of family in New York. They're like y'all.
Yeah,
they love it.
Yeah, and I know because I've been back to Washington D.C. and they're like, since when you grew up here in D.C. and you're
saying
there
y'all.
with a y'all. Pero si está hablando usted de su idioma, procure que se le corrijan las páginas del internet y las cosas para que esté correctamente. Ponga palabras y tenga un plan específico de lo que usted va a postear cada día, o cómo son sus horarios, o qué es lo que usted quiere hacer para que esa persona, si tiene un especial, somos un restaurante, tiene un especial, lo postea claramente, este es el especial del día, y de manera de que esté todo claro y que la persona pueda entender lo que usted está vendiendo. Any other things?
So the fifth, because I think we're on 5. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So don't just sell when you're doing your social media or emails. Make sure you're incorporating different aspects of your business, of who you are, what your business is about. Do some fun things that you like to do. Add in some community involvement that you're doing. If you sell all the time, people start ignoring you, which we do not want at all.
Okay. Otra cosa, cuando está usted poniéndose en ventas digitales, ella le recomienda que no se venda todo el tiempo. Que usted tenga también otro aspecto de su negocio donde usted hace asistencia comunitaria, ayuda a los jóvenes, da donaciones, tiene eventos, haga algo más, no solamente el vender. Porque al usted vender solamente, lo único que pasa es que la gente se va a cansar de usted y lo único que van a decir es que está vendiendo nada más y no tenemos plata para comprarle y no lo vamos a comprar. Pero si ellos ven que usted está envuelta en eventos, o que usted va a la Cámara de Comercio, o que usted hace donaciones a los niños pobres, todo eso, usted pone sus fotos y sus cosas adentro de su webpage o de su negocio, automáticamente hacen que usted salga de lo que es solamente el profito, y comience a verlo usted como una persona que está envuelta con la comunidad, que usted está un servicio no solamente de venta, sino un servicio a la comunidad para el pro del bien de la comunidad. Y eso es lo que quieren ver las personas. You know, basically that's true. You know, somebody told me, because I remember being in a meeting of the Chamber of Commerce, and that person came to me and said, "Well, we are all here in business, so we all want money." And I looked at him and I said, "No, I don't want any money. I don't want to make money. I want to help people. I'm in service.
I'm here to serve. Exactly.
I'm a nonprofit,
exactly.
So it's not everybody here to make business. And thanks the Lord." And I keep telling everybody, not only that, I'm not here for 5 minutes of fame. I'm here to assist people that are willing to be assisted. I'm here to gather the information that I need to give it out to my community, so they can educate themselves. And that's the basic thing. When you give them the information, you don't even know the amount of people that have come to me and say, "Miss Jenny, if it wasn't for your show, I'd be like lost around." Sometimes I'm looking at the podcast to make sure, oh, she talk about this, she talk about that, you know, because they want to listen to what I'm saying.
Yes.
And I love it. I'm like, somebody's listening more.
Yeah,
to
someone's
me.
listening. Yeah, they
Exactly.
heard me. They heard
Exactly.
me.
And
Yes.
that's something that I want to make sure. So thank you for saying that. Not only just sell. Involve yourself in the community.
Yes, absolutely.
Help. There's women's shelters. There's kids with needs. There's, you know, adults with needs. There's so many things that can be done in our communities, and that's the key. If you have a small business, you can even override that in taxes at the end of the year. Hey,
I think you can do that with your marketing as well.
Exactly. También con su mercadeo, usted puede, al usted involucrarse con las organizaciones sin lucro y ayudar en la comunidad, eso lo puede escribir al final de sus impuestos, cuando va a reportar sus impuestos. Y también la parte de mercadeo, todo lo que es mercadeo, televisión, periódico, todo lo que usted publique, todo eso en los taxes, cuando usted lo reporta, eso también le da a usted un break en los taxes cuando usted reporta eso al final de año. Así que piense claramente en las cosas que podemos hacer como comunidad para ayudarnos mediante su negocio. Una persona como la señora Kim, que le puede ayudar a progresar en su mercadeo, y al final de año usted se sienta satisfecho de que lo que usted ganó pudo ayudar a la comunidad conseguir más negocios por una persona educada que le puede guiar y al mismo tiempo al final producir para otras personas con necesidad. Kim, is there anything else you would like to say to our community?
Yes, if you are one of the brave few that go out on your own and start your own business, always incorporate marketing. You will never be disappointed by supporting yourself and investing in your business. And just make the leap. If you're on the fence, I wish I had done this so much sooner. Make the leap, start your business, and you always have a community of people that are here to support you, whether it be with your local community chambers of commerce, your local
First Mondays, like we met. We met in First
yes,
Mondays.
First Monday, local networking events.
Exactly.
There's always people that want to help and support other local business owners, because when we support each other, we support the community, and when we support the community, everybody wins.
My mama used to say, and I heard that too in the internet, that you give a woman sperm and she becomes, she does a baby, or you give her a woman.
She
a
multiplies
home.
by 10 times.
So we as women, we tend to multiply
We multiply everything.
Exactly.
Negative will multiply by 10. If it's positive, we'll definitely multiply by 10.
Exactly. So that's something that we need to talk about, multiplying, because we can help so many people with multiplying.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Kim, to being with us. I enjoyed this conversation
Me
with
too.
you.
Thank you so much for having me.
Le digo a la señora Kim que para nosotros el mensaje que ella les tiene a ustedes es lo siguiente: si usted va a comenzar su pequeño negocio, invierta en la parte de mercadeo del negocio, porque no se va a arrepentir, porque si lo hace bien de un principio, va a crecer sus beneficios, va a poder usted vender más y al mismo tiempo se va a sentir satisfecho de que lo que usted hizo lo integró y lo hizo correctamente, y las personas van a conocerlo y usted se va a dar a conocer. O sea, como siempre se lo digo, como le dije yo en la entrevista a la señora Kim, yo no quiero 5 minutos de fama, yo quiero que un niño o una niña o una señora salga de violencia doméstica, o un niño tenga comida en su plato, o alguien tenga techo. Ese es mi trabajo, eso es lo que yo quiero hacer como servicio. Pero hay personas que necesitan comer, tengo una señora que me vende pan, que la quiero, una señora muchísimo. Doña Fila vende el mejor pan de aquí de Conroe, pero ella es una persona que hay personas que utilizan el negocio de word of mouth, o sea, de un cliente a la otra. Y hay muchos así. Hay restaurantes como La Chata, Mexican Restaurant, que están aquí en la esquina, venden su negocio, venden comida muy buena, ayudan a los demás y trabajan como familia. Esos pequeños negocios necesitan su aporte. En vez de usted estar yendo a todos los restaurantes grandes, comienza a buscar pequeños restaurantes, comienza a buscar pequeños lugares donde hacen salones, pequeños lugares donde hacen uñas. Lo que usted compre en los pequeños lugares, para que usted vea cómo usted ayuda al pequeño inversionista. El pequeño inversionista se devuelve a la comunidad y ayuda a las personas en necesidad. Eso es lo que usted tiene que hacer. Se lo agradezco de corazón por estar con nosotros hoy. Gracias a la señora Kim por estar con nosotros, y nos vemos en nuestra próxima edición de Voces en Acción, donde traeremos más información al respecto. Cualquier pregunta que usted tenga al respecto, por favor, llámeme 832-732-4744. Repito, 832-732-4744. Thank you so much for being with us. Thank you for being part of Voces in Acción, Miss Kim. Thank you so much again. And we have all her information is in my website. You're able to put it. You can go Emerge
Marketing
Consultant.com. Automatically, you'll pull it. And it's the sun, remember? It says Emerge. And anything that you need, you're able to contact her. If you guys are needing anything as well in regards to more information about our shows or ours or podcasts, please contact me, 832-732-4744. I am at your services. Like usual, Voces en Acción, Lone Star Community Radio. We're here to serve the community. Have a great day, and I will see you on our next episode of Voces en Acción. Bye-bye.